How about looking at a book that is not dangerous in any way and doesn't really seem to be contrary to the spirit of Shabbat? That's, let's say, a cookbook. Cookbooks today, they don't just have the ingredients, but they're beautiful pictures of finished products, food that has been prepared. Well, what about the cookbook? Is it reasonable to say that you can, or perhaps that you cannot, or that you should not look at a cookbook on Shabbat? So it would seem obvious that a cookbook is unacceptable as Shabbat reading, because it's about something that you're not allowed to do on Shabbat. So it means you're thinking about, not about Shabbat, even though you get pleasure from the cookbook and you enjoy looking at the pictures, but you're thinking about the time after Shabbat when you'd be able to do what the cookbook directs you to do. And that's forbidden. That's like a non-Shabbat activity. And therefore, even if you are yourself not a cook and you're not going to cook, nevertheless, that's the category. It's a book for people who are going to cook. Maybe people who are not going to cook should also be included in this prohibition. And this is certainly Shema Yikra Shitrei Hediyotot, that maybe you'll read documents that have nothing to do with Shabbat, etc. As in all of these cases, if you're interested in a menu for Sudat Mitzvah, if you're interested in a menu for a Su'udah that goes with a Sheva Brachot, for example, it could be, or it's probably the case, that it's mutter to look into that kind of book, because that's what we call Cheftzei Shamayim. Those are the needs of heaven. In other words, since in heaven they want us to make this Su'udah appropriate for the Chatan and Kala, for example, it's permitted to think about how that Su'udah will be made. You have to think about it on Shabbat, even while we're going to do the actual preparation, etc., after Shabbat.